Hi folks, good day from Donegal in Ireland. Jonathan Power is my name. Today I'm going to show you how to collect subscribers in Convert Pro, plug in the pop-up builder, and we're going to collect the subscribers information on one site called Cookery School, and then we're going to send the subscriber data to our other site called Funnel and Click. So we have our CRM on a completely different domain. We're keeping it separate. I previously did a similar video, very similar. We're going to be using webhooks and stuff again. In the previous video, I was actually using the Fluent Forms Pro form builder on the main site, and we were using the webhooks in Fluent Forms Pro there, and we were sending that data collected in the form back to the site. But this is a different way of doing it. I discovered this by accident yesterday when I was just experimenting with the new features in Fluent CRM, and I was just going around through the settings and actually realized that this is possible. So what we need to do is we need to go to the receiver site, and you see, the thing is, if you have Fluent CRM, even the free version on the site that you're collecting the data on, and you're using it with Convert Pro, the problem is with the integration that it keeps the data on the same site. When you collect the data in the pop-up, like when you're setting up the integration, the way it works is that you select a list on the same site and you select the tags that you want applied when people put the data into the pop-up. But doing it this way with the webhook, we're not using the Fluent CRM integration for Convert Pro. We're actually using the Zapier integration that works with the webhook, which I'm going to show you, and we'll be sending the data from one site to the other site is the difference. And just to explain about the integration, that we're not actually using that, but it'll become clear now when I'm just going to go through it very quickly. It's fairly straightforward. It's not that technical or anything really. What we want to do then, this is our Cookery School, and here we are, and we want to put a pop-up now and collect subscribers on this. So we'll go into Convert Pro, and I'm just going to create a very simple pop-up. Oh, sugar, I haven't put my key in there. I'm just going to pause the video for a second and just... So that's validated now, just a little oversight by myself. So we're just continuing to build our pop-up for the site that's sending the data to the other CRM site. So just get rid of that phone number. I'm not sure why that's coming up there. That it should be just email address and keep me informed. So I'm not going to change the layout or anything here. There's no need for that. I just want to show the technical part of it, how to configure it. And we want to go over to, I'll just turn the cookies off that it keeps reappearing for testing there. And this is the thing that I discovered when you go over to connect, all right? And when you go down here, you see Fluent CRM wants to send the data to the Fluent CRM plugin that's installed on the same site. There's no option to send the data this way to another site. So we want to forget about that. And we actually go down to Zapier. And so we're being asked to provide a name and a webhook URL now for this. So I'll go over to my receiving site that has Fluent Forms installed on it. or FluentCRM, I mean, and we want to go over here and we need to create a webhook. So incoming webhook and create webhook. CULIN culinary school, and we'll just go new subscriber for the list, and the tag should be, if I scroll down, new subscriber, and the status will be subscribed. So create, and just update and close that, and there we go, it's at the top. We want to copy then the big long URL that's there. I've copied that to the clipboard, and we go over to our sending site now, and we put that big long URL into the space there. Just call this anything at all, just for demonstration, just testing one, just there. And there's only one field. Now that's important to actually clarify. There's only one field, the email field, and that is automatically mapped. If I added more fields to the pop-up, they will appear here in this step, and you will have to connect them in the boxes and everything. So it does work. I've tried it already. So we'll just save it there. And so we can see that it's active and all now. And so you want to make sure it's turned on, and we want to save it to make sure it's published. And we'll go to our site now. And just check, yeah, that's the receiving site, funnel and click. So we want to, I'm going to go to a different browser window now. And go to this site and test the pop-up. There's our pop-up now. I'll just call it testing at anything. Just, it doesn't matter. We're not actually sending emails, you see. We're only sending data from one site to the other, so I don't need a valid email address. It's just for testing this. But I'm gone now. Remember, this is Cookery School Yummy Email up there, and I'm back to funnel and click now that we set up the webhook on to receive the data. And when I go into my contacts, there should be a fresh contact here now, and there it is. Oh no, that's an old one actually. Just, my name shouldn't be there. Yeah, you see, that's an old one, 10 days ago, that I've actually made a mistake. It didn't create a contact because I'm after using the same email address. So it's good to actually make that mistake. That's actually what's happened there. I'll have to just go back and I'll refresh the page and launch my pop-up again, and I'll call it something that I've never used before, because I was doing a lot of testing. I have a ton of different emails there. I'll call it letterkenny@donegal.com. Keep me informed. And when we go back to our contents now, it should be instantaneous sending from one, and there you have it. There it is. letterkenny@donegal.com, and we can see there now it's added a few seconds ago, you know. So the great thing about this, using Convert Pro there for this, because there's so many settings in it that even under configuration there with logged in users, it even you can even use a conditional logic with tags and everything. If you have a WordPress Fusion installed, you will get that feature. That's a WordPress WP Fusion feature that when you install that. So, and as well with WP Fusion and the builders, you can actually hide and show content based on tags with the page builders as well, from the using the data, the tags from the CRM as well. So folks, that's it. It's pretty basic, and just something that I thought would be useful to show you guys, and that, yeah, that you could find it useful. Oh, actually, just before I go there, just to show you another thing that's extremely useful in Convert Pro, is that we can, in the settings there, Convert Pro actually has an A/B test feature as well. So you can use two different pop-ups, and you can test which one is more effective for whatever your results are. Is it subscribers or maybe an ad in a pop-up, whatever, you could give different discounts in two different pop-ups and see which one is more effective and stuff like that. So that's all there for you as well. So that's it, folks. Bye from Donegal for now, and see you guys in the next video.